Alright, hey everyone, we're back in the game. Stream should be back online now. Alex, are you with
Yep,
me?
I'm with you, and this is the second matchup today. It's still the second week, round 2, I guess, of the group stages. So this is group 1. Um, wow, if you click on map info,
I can't even find
is
map
it?
down there.
Oh
Oh,
my god, look at
nice.
this!
Now, this is totally to my liking. I cannot see the starting points anymore though.
um, yeah, you can't see where they are,
Oh,
but if
there's
you
multiple
just click on
images.
it, yeah, you can
Nice.
see some images, which is nice. Okay, anyway, in the lobby, I guess we are both ready. I'll just put you to referee as well, just in case anything
Oh yeah,
happens.
gladly.
Um, Players ready. Both players are ready. We're both ready, are we? Protocirc. Right, let's start the game.
Yeah, we have Andre as kAzeN, the orange Protoss, versus DaKrist, who is Christoph, as the green Zerg. Getting into the match, the map is Cloud Kingdom LE. What do you think of this map?
um,
Anything else?
I think I like it. I always seem to say the same thing about it, but I still I like the fact that the natural is very easy to defend, especially as a Protoss. If you're going for Forge Fast Expand, because you can have a pretty nice wall in with Pylon, Gateway, Forge, something like that, just in this choke outside the natural, and still leave space for one worker. Um, you can add in some cannons behind it, and it's not very easy for Zerg to kind of attack into it that much. Um, I also feel that the third is relatively nice to take as a Protoss because if you look at the destructible rocks, which are just outside the natural, you can actually put a pylon and 2 gateways just close to the rocks. So that's going to be walled off a little bit, which is once again in favor of Protoss. So the only really effective attack path that Zerg has is up the left-hand side of the third. Um, but meanwhile, we see how it goes. For Zerg, I'm not quite sure if they like this map or not, but I did hear that it is fairly balanced, and that Zergs actually don't mind it, which is always good to know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the third is defendable, but the other player can also come around. It's a little bit like the other map with a I don't remember the name.
Daybreak?
No, no, from the old map pool. I think it's been taken out by now. You know, you have only one plane, and your main base is on a plateau. And when you go out, you have basically an open area for your expansion, but you can kind of wall it off. I did it a few times in my matches, and we played it a lot in the last tournament. If I only were to
Uh,
remember the name.
I'm not sure which one you mean actually.
It
Or
was
is
an
it
IR style map, so like IR.
IO style? Is it like
Proto.
bluish kind of?
Hmm?
Or was it Xel'Naga Caverns maybe?
Could be Xel'Naga Caverns.
Bluish kind of map? I don't know. Anyway, let's focus on what the players are actually doing.
True
Look at their
enough, we're just
production.
talking away here. Sorry guys.
um, Andre is going for a very, very safe Forge Fast Expand. He threw down the Force, the Gateway, and the Cannon. Not even having a Nexus yet right now. Even though... Did Christoph go for an early pool?
It's not all
No, early
that
hatch?
fast,
I
I
think
think.
he went for... No,
Maybe
he
hunt.
definitely went for a pool. Um, yeah, so no choices up right now for both players. Looking pretty standard. Um, gonna be interesting to see when Andre takes his gas. It should be around right about now. Should be taking double gas in his main. Um, Meanwhile, we've got some links out, so they're gonna kill away the probe that Andre had in the main of Christoph. Christoph is adding on macro hatch already
Yeah.
and adding a gas. So that indicates to me that he's going for some two-base play, for sure. He's got 4 links out right now. He might be throwing down... How can I set up hold on units? I'm not sure, you have to look into the hotkeys for yourself.
Yeah.
I think Andre expects some pressure. He put down another photon cannon in his natural there. Still going for fairly standard play.
Yeah, it's actually true. The new style of the menu is actually quite awful because it doesn't show you all options of a unit. It seems, if the players see the same as I do,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah,
So
that's right.
I think you can turn it off. There was a little tutorial, but I didn't realize the implications of it.
Yeah, you're right. I did see an option actually to turn it off. I didn't actually look at that area of the screen yet, so I didn't notice how different it was until right now, where I see like, okay, right click to move A and then left click to ground attack or something like that. I'm like, okay, what the hell is that?
I think this is
Never seen
appeal
that
to new
before.
players a little bit.
Yeah.
It's because normally, I mean, you don't need to tell a experienced StarCraft player that he has to press right to move and how to do a ground attack.
Definitely. There's the +1 coming down for Andre right now. And he's only adding on 1 gateway right now, additional one.
He is going
He's,
for the Zergling Shredder.
Is he?
Well,
What is the... There's the robotics, yeah.
I would call it Zergling Shredder if you put ground weapons on your zealots. Ground weapon +1 and then build a lot of them because 2 hits
I
and
think-
the Zergling is dead.
I think a Colossus is more like a Zergling Shredder, to be honest.
No, Colossus shreds anything Zerg.
Anything Zerg. Yeah, maybe except Corruptus.
Unless it's
Meanwhile,
yeah.
let's look at Christoph. So he is going for roaches. He is still on 2 base at the 7:40 minute mark, so that's definitely late. He is going for a 2 base attack, I feel. So after those 14 probes are finished, we might be seeing some roaches already being produced by Christoph.
Is on the way, whereas Warp Gate tech is 2/3 done for Andre. I suppose we're gonna see an observer here so he can actually see what his opponent does. You really always want to know what your opponent is going for,
Yeah.
so you can,
Christoph meanwhile
find
has very good map
counter.
vision. He's got the Overlord floating into the main of Andre right now. He's seeing that there's... Does he see it yet? Yeah, he's about to see that there's a lot of gates being produced.
Oh,
So he's
yeah,
gonna feel like
does
there's
see them
gonna be
all.
a 7 gate or... How many gates is that?
That is 7 in this
8 gates in total.
yeah, in this area alone. And
All on
just
one
thing for our
Artosis
pilot.
spine. Yeah.
Oh, Andre skips the observer, goes directly for an immortal. Maybe a good choice, seeing how there are roaches coming out for Christoph, and Christoph is preparing for a defense. So that means he probably wants to attack, and in case that attack is being repelled, he wants to hold
Yeah.
a counter with those.
He
fine
expects
throws.
an attack to be coming, because otherwise, look at all those gateways. There's only one reason you get so many and not have anything else.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the Overlord is coming into the natural.
What?
He did see the robotics as well, so this should usually indicate to Christoph that it's an Immortal Sentry all in, if it was a standard play. We only have 1 Immortal and 2 Sentries out right now, but that can change.
Yet
future.
Christoph is still happily producing more drones. He probably is confident with with the armies he has. Well, he does know what Andre has, and that is not much. So I think he does not get too scared. He doesn't neglect his economy, despite a potential impending attack. But I think Andre may have overdone it a little bit with that amount of warp gates because he doesn't really have the resources to support it all that much.
Yeah, if you have 8 warp gates on 2 base, it pretty much means that you can not build anything else, and you can probably only really warp out of 7 warp gates even. Meanwhile, the observer's out, just pushing away that Overlord a little bit. There's Stalkers there as well, he's gonna try and kill that.
Probably.
There's links for Christoph, they're gonna scout the 3rd. Usually, if he sees that there's no 3rd up, it would indicate to him that there is an attack coming. And that's kind of, I feel that's stopping Christoph to expand, although Yeah, there we go. He actually has a drone and he's planning to expand right now, so you must feel confident enough that he can hold any attack that's gonna come.
He does have that bigger army, 20 roaches, but Andre is building up his dog account. I would like to see a few more zealots as well, maybe.
Unfortunately, he's supply boxed, so he's building 4 extra pylons just beside his warp gates.
We are lagging. Waiting for server, the dreaded message.
Again?
I certainly hope that it does go away this time, otherwise at least we have an option to resume the game if it should drop.
Which is a very nice option. I love that option, to be honest.
Oh yeah, playing games during a major patch day may not be the best idea.
Never play on patch day, as we all know. Or should
To
know,
be honest,
actually.
I didn't know it was patch day even until someone mentioned it.
So let's just wait for a minute or so.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're just gonna jump straight back into the game by recovering it. It's a new function courtesy of Blizzard. After, I suppose, a lot of critique from the pro leagues, where often enough, I suppose, a game was kicked, dropped, or whatever. Sometimes even through malicious attacks, I believe, onto the playing party,
Do you
for
think so?
example.
I know that in some tournaments, even though it was an offline tournament, pretty much LAN based, they still had sometimes disconnects. So that must be an issue to do with the Battle.net side. So something strange sometimes going on. This is definitely, you know,
this one's gone.
a patch issue. I think it's gonna be the same as before. So do you want to surrender?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, you did. Yeah, okay.
I'm getting to the score screen now. Now I'm going on the play again. I'm not sure if that is... No, play again is the wrong button. That would open a new game. I have to go through the replays, right?
Yeah. So if you look at replays and you just have the recent one, just open up the most recent one and say watch with others. So are you doing it or
yeah,
am I doing
I am
it?
on it.
Okay, then I'll quit out of.
Alright, I'm gonna just want to mention, well, it's obvious, but still needs to be said, nonetheless. I'm gonna recover the game now. I think there must be a function as well to prevent the players from viewing this, but I will have a look if I find anything. I'm adding all people. Was Joe Fish also joining us, or?
He wasn't observing, so
He's away
I'm not sure.
at the moment. So it's
He's away,
only the
yeah.
players and us, is that right?
Yeah, it should be right.
Okay, ready to recover. Let's get back into this game. Replay ended at... So let's start the game as 12:00. So we're gonna start the game at 12 minutes, which seems to be possible.
Is it? Wow,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
I don't know if Christoph didn't get this message or if he didn't realize the implications or what that can do. But if all is good, we should be right into 3 seconds before the match was interrupted.
So you should be pressing pause as soon as possible, or and
Yeah.
then the join or start gameplay function.
I'm feeling like Kerrigan is staring right into my soul right here.
Look at those tasty things she has on her sides.
Still a better visage than
It's like
faces,
spaghetti.
Behold.
Yeah, I think this recovering, do you see that bar? I think that's just basically the replay forward, fast forward.
That could be. I guess the StarCraft still has to load the game as is because it
like
cannot
the
just
sequence
jump.
of the events, yeah.
It cannot just jump to the spot. It has to. There must be a
But
lot of information being saved in these 200 kilobytes of replay. I think it's just amazing.
It's definitely a very slick feature. Okay, be prepared to do what you have to do. I'm not sure what the interface is.
I don't know where this button is, but I'm sure we'll find it. I think the game
game
starts
pause, which is
yeah,
perfect.
So where is... the menu now. Or maybe is like I'm not sure where this button is that is supposed
Is it
to
maybe in the main menu when you press like F10
I do
or
not
something
see
like that?
anything yet. There's a resume function. Maybe the pause is already...
Oh, it says next to play
Okay, I don't
slash
have the
accelerate.
play or accelerate. I don't have the time. So if I resume, it should
Oh, there we go.
directly go into the game.
And yeah, I believe that's it. I think that's
Yeah.
just the since you did this recover option where you started the game at this late stage, I think it just automatically assumed that the players are going to continue.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't give them
Um,
any warning now. I feel a bit bad about this, but they have had the game warning, the 3, 2, 1 countdown. So I
yeah.
think we're fine here. I mean, there wasn't much going on. If there would have been a fight, yeah, that would have been very
Yeah.
unfortunate. But like this, I guess they
I
can
believe
live
they
with it.
did change some of the things for APM. I mean, look at the APM on both players, 121, 156.
Yeah,
Um,
but wasn't that why they have introduced the EPM?
yeah, but even before, I feel that the APM was still lower. Um, in general, like it was harder to get very high APM.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then EPM was always like even lower than that.
if you look at
Um,
this, the APM is higher for Christoph, while the EPM is actually higher on average for Andre. So
I'm not sure if that's that could be. You think that? Oh, he's actually very
I
good
think
on
it's
that EPM. Yeah.
just clicking around. I think EPM is
Okay,
knows
and
that count,
anyway,
does it?
let's focus on the game a bit more. So now we have the War Prison with 2 Immortals in it. I really like that choice. We've got 10 sentries with a lot of energy. That's brilliant.
They're
He's
gonna
gonna be able to have so much.
Zerglings are picking off one immortal just off guard ahead of the behind the army. Andre does not notice one single immortal, just
The
does not
Immortal.
take it out. Oh my god. But what I... there is a big fight going on right now.
There's a
Andre's
lot of
immortals
units for
are
Andre
being
right now.
focused by Christoph, but he does do a lot of damage on those roaches.
He needs to warp him units from his War Prison.
Yeah.
Get that backup going.
He did win this fight though, and pretty high advantage. What I don't
Wow.
like right now, Andre saw, when he scouted Christoph's base, he saw a good deal of links, but he still kept with his 2 stalkers, his 2 zealots, didn't produce more of them. And now again, massive streams of links for Christoph. He loses the first batch, which broke off from the main force, but that one is coming from behind. And we do need those. Andre does need those zealots right now, but he's not bringing them in to his warp prison. He's standing there in a ball.
Producing
now.
a lot of zealots right there. Definitely nice surrounding those roaches as well. Oh, he actually moves away
Moving
from
them
them.
away. But, yeah, but unfortunately, I feel they were too late. He did see the Zerglings, but he didn't act. But still, his army is so big, he just still managed to trash everything.
Wow,
Christoph
this
threw
is
at
such a nice execution from Andre, I have to say.
it is a very defensive ball here. Very nice use of the Protoss death ball without any higher tech. But the Zerglings didn't get through very much because the units were blocked so highly. And if one fell, another one just took its
Yeah.
place, and the Zerglings didn't get any surround. And he goes in with his War Prison, brings in probably some zealots to take out
Going
the
into the
drone
main
line.
with his War Prison. Has a couple of zealots
Christoph
there.
did react in time though.
He does
very
not want to
nicely.
lose the War Prison though. He has to take that away, because once that's gone, he has no reinforcements straight
He
away.
should move it now, but he does not notice. I don't know. He sent a bunch of zealots up because he had the attack move. So now Christoph is getting us around again. Let's see how that turns out.
Andre very well utilizing this position where all his units are clumped up against the corner. But I feel that Christoph just has too much right now.
This Guardian Shield could have saved Andre here. Right now it looks like going to be... It's actually difficult to say who wins this, but both
No,
players
Christoph
lose
wins this.
a lot.
He has the reinforcements as well.
That means they
Andre's units are sitting duck. I mean, it's just a matter of time before they all die.
Yeah, he doesn't
which is very
focus that
unfortunate
on
for
road.
him.
Now it's going down. No, this Christoph wins this and
Yeah.
comes out in favor because Andre did not produce that much units while this attack was going. He did collect a lot of resources, but Christoph is still way ahead. It's
Yeah.
4,000 minerals, while Andre only has 1,200.
20 supply ahead, a lot of resources ahead. Andre does have a third though on his way. Christoph is just adding up his one as well. But if you just look at the units lost tab, you can see that Christoph definitely took the more effective fights and the more resource effective fights.
Look at Andre's movements. He passed by the Xelnaga tower, showed all his army. Right now, he's standing to face the 5 Zerglings on the Xelnaga tower, but he does not attack them.
And I like the choice that Christoph is doing right now, where he's double expanding. He knows he faced off this Immortal Sentry, which is usually an all-in. So he, well, in his mind, he should know that he is kind of ahead. The more he gets ahead in tech as well, like as soon as he has that Lair and Aspire going,
Is under attack.
and Broodlord's out, he can definitely have a force to be reckoned with. But meanwhile, I mean, Andre's just massing up to attack again, and Christoph has no idea about it.
Although I still don't understand. There were 5 Zerglings on the Xelnaga tower, and Andre didn't do anything against them. He just moved away and it kept the vision in Christoph's hands. Now Christoph is going into the base of Andre.
And there's a run by.
Big group of Zerglings. He will get through with a few, but now he decides to run off. He's going for the third zone where there's basically no defense. And Andre goes for the base trade and attacks Christoph's third. That is interesting. He does cancel the buildings that would otherwise be lost resources. And Christoph decides he has to move back. He has to face that enemy troop. And he's coming with his roaches. Andre is not in a good position right now. His deathball is interrupted because of the Broodling.
Not the best force fields right now, but they do the job. The Immortal gets taken down. That's definitely a blow to Andre's forces. He has more energy for some more force fields though. And very nice.
As a defense biological shield. And all these units, that attack of Andre is getting taken out. Well, Christoph, I'm not sure who you could call a winner in this fight. Andre is warping in more units, but
well, the clear winner is Christoph in this
yeah,
fight,
the clear winner, but I'm not sure how it is with the resource count. Let's see the entire exact units killed. Andre has 203 units killed to 104, but if depending on how many of those were Zerglings, it doesn't really mean much.
I mean, just look at units lost.
Yeah, they're definitely...
It's a difference of 6,500 minerals or resources, which is a big amount.
He comes in with StarCraft. I don't know the reason for those force fields. Maybe because he thinks, well, he does have a higher range. But right now, that does not look very good for him. I think this game is now going to Christoph right here.
Yeah, he has the critical mass of roaches right now.
Continue producing much. Third is going down.
And there's the GG.
GG, yeah, is called. It was an interesting match. Andre could have had the few chances at the beginning of the match to take a strong hit at Christoph.
Yeah, there was definitely a scary push that Andre did right there. He just needs a second to change some settings. Okay, waiting for his map. But I feel that just that one mistake where he lost his War Prison because he couldn't have any more any more reinforcements adding in, he was bound to lose that fight. So as soon as he lost that, I feel that he should have retreated because there was no way that he could have probably pushed from that point on. But very nicely executed from Andre in any case. Christoph saying he played so bad. Okay. um,
Okay, actually that setting, that interface setting, I have to get rid of it as well. That is just plain awful. Um,
it's under gameplay, isn't it? And then
I would
there's
expect it in user interface, yes.
yeah.
Display build grid, world object. Hotkeys on command card, yeah, that needs to go.
Where is it?
I think
No,
no,
enable
it's not. No, it's
simple
not the.
command card.
It's not the hotkeys on command card. No.
It's enable simple command card
Oh yeah,
on the right hand
exactly.
side of the tick
That is
boxes.
the one you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Let's maybe tell the players as well in case they haven't found that change and where to remove it, where to return it to the original style. Is it, enable simple command card. Okay, already. Enable enemy unit
so
selection. Oh, you cannot select enemy units either.
yeah, that's a weird one as well, isn't
Oh
it?
my god.
I think a lot of these changes are really geared towards like very new players that are
Absolutely.
gonna be, you know, just confusing themselves clicking a lot of things. Now, Andre said it's caster's choice which map we want them to play.
Oh.
Fair enough. I can go with that. What map do you think? We haven't had Aquilon. Well, we haven't had Daybreak in some time. We haven't had Condemned Ridge at all, I think. No, we had it
We
once.
did have Daybreak, Ohana, and of
We didn't
course
have
Newkirk.
Entombed Valley at all in this tournament yet.
Which
do you
one?
think?
Entombed Valley?
Valley?
Oh yeah, let's go for Entombed Valley. It's a bit of a classic, right?
Yeah. And I don't think we had it this tournament yet.
Nope, it hasn't
If I
happened
can
yet.
just see it.
Once
top
again,
late,
I am not entirely
Blizzard
sure
maps.
which map it even is.
It's just loading the maps up right now. Wait for it.
So you're gonna start the game?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this interface to load me the maps so
Sure.
I can see where Entombed Valley is. It's a 4-player map, yeah. Entombed Valley, there we go. Great. Oh, you can now just join the lobby yourself, can you?
I'm not sure if I haven't
Because
seen
I
an
don't think
option
I
where you
invited you, did I?
Hmm? I was invited,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't see an option where you could, for example, see if a friend is in the lobby that you can join them in that lobby. I don't think that function exists.
Joe is in AI versus AI.
So we're kind of missing Andre in this match.
Andre is still fiddling around with the settings.
Alright. Okay.
So, can I invite him now?
We get Andre ready. Now we're just waiting for the confirmation of Christoph, and then we'll get right into the second match. First one went to Christoph, who admittedly is the favorite in this matchup, but I do like quite a few things I've seen from Andre. He had one or two chances in the earlier stage of the game where he
Yeah.
could have actually made a difference and killed Christoph, but he was missing the zealots. That's what I keep saying. He missed the zealots. I noticed there are quite
Okay,
a few
both players ready,
clippings
so
from the
we
game.
can start the game.
There's
Yeah.
the G has a little truncation in the chat lobby.
Does it?
Yes, the small G. It's a little cut, and we have seen already in the chat.
You guys work too much. Seeing truncations everywhere.
Well, sure have to keep sharp.
So this
on
is
such
the
things.
second map of this matchup right now, and in the top left corner we've got our, is that pink?
That
Protoss,
is
Andre.
baby pink indeed.
And you want to introduce the other player?
Oh yeah, sorry. In the top left corner we have Andre
No,
playing as pink Protoss kAzeN.
No, that's just what I said. You should have introduced Christopher.
I thought you said upper left. Never mind. Okay, in the bottom right corner we have the green
Bottom
Zerg.
left corner.
Bottom left corner. Oh god. Now it's getting ridiculous. In the bottom left corner we have the green Zerg Christoph playing as DaKrist.
That was the best introduction I've ever seen. Anybody who says different doesn't know what they're talking about.
I suppose it was the biggest fail that you have ever seen at the same time.
Yeah, probably. Meanwhile, they're scouting. This map is not forced cross-spawn, so they're scouting their vertical positions first. Meanwhile, Christoph is sending the Overlord up the top horizontal position. Andre does have the Nexus down the ramp, so he's gonna throw down a Forge at some stage. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see if he does a very, very defensive Forge fast expand like he did in the previous game, or if he's gonna do a little bit more economic oriented. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, the ramp is definitely not all that big. The second is therefore easily defendable, and the third one is accessible through rocks. Yeah, I remember this. I recall this map now clearly.
And
through good
look
and
at this,
bad.
there's the extractor just finishing up for Christoph. It's a very early extractor, there's no natural yet, should be coming up soon, unless he wants to go for some very fast one-base speedling or even roach play. That could be an option as well. Especially because the ramp on this map is so large that you really need 3 big buildings to wall it off completely. Yeah, we'll see what Christoph does with that.
Andre has now spotted the pool of Christoph. It took them both a while to reach the other player. Christoph has gotten vision of Andre's buildings here. He has not looked into the base, so he does not know that Andre just only now started getting a double gas.
Oh, and there's the layer coming from Christoph. So he's going one base layer. I'm actually not sure what he wants to transition into with that.
This was nice. Christoph's links actually went the wrong way. They stopped on the end of the plateau and didn't move any further. I guess it was because he clicked into the base and then Andre locked it off, so the units were like, we're not gonna go in there.
This is an interesting choice of Andre to have build his cybernetics core in his main, away from the main wall-off, and just have a second gateway up the front so he can be safe from some attacks. It's definitely a good thing to avoid the cybernetics core being sniped early on, when to avoid you from stopping producing stalkers, which the Zerg usually does, or you can the Zerg usually wants to snipe the Forge as well to stop any upgrades, depending on at what stage of the game it is as well.
So if you have a quick look at the EPM and APM, since there's not too much going on, uh,
Well,
they're
Christoph is moving
very
out,
very even in the average.
and with two
Whereas
drones as well.
whereas
Look at this.
Andre's EPM is a little bit higher, and we're seeing a spine
Spine
crawler
crawler. Yeah.
push here. Two spine crawlers on each side, one on each side of the base. Very nice play. I like seeing that. And there is a bunch of Zerglings to defend those spine crawlers. So if Andre does not get them in time, wow, this can end badly. He should get a cannon up here on the right. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It should be enough to get the spine crawler. But unfortunately, Christoph also has the vision due to these overlords. So Andre will need
Oh, and that zealot
the zealot
being surrounded.
He
Very
reblocked the ramp
unfortunate.
with the stalker. Nice work. But now the stalkers are starting to attack. And
He
that
needs to
photon
pull down
cannon
a
is
pylon there as
going
well, though.
down pretty quickly again. He
As soon as this
sacrificed
one pylon is down,
he sacrificed one stalker to save the photon cannon. Kind of nice play. I'm not sure if it was on purpose. And he does get good damage on the spine crawler, but it's not going to be enough to destroy it. So he will need the stalker to help defend.
well, half his gateways and approaches unpowered now.
Oh
The cannon
my
is
God.
unpowered as well.
One
So he
cannon
literally
down.
has nothing right now to
And
defend
now the
this.
Zerglings are streaming in, the Stalker goes down, one Zealot is coming off, but it's not gonna do much, it's just taken out quickly. And now Andre is heading for the main. Andre is building actually a Void Ray in his Stargate. But Void Ray is not really the best unit against Zerglings, it takes too long to take them out. But Andre should counter-attack with his probe now. He should be able to
Void Ray is
take
not
out-
attacking either.
Yeah,
Now,
he may be
there he
able
goes.
to take out, he will lose all his probes, but no, he didn't get all the Zerglings. And
There we have
he
the
calls
GG.
the GG. It was a bit early, but I guess by the time he could have pushed back that attack, Christoph would have had already defenses up against the Void Ray, and there would have been nothing Andre could have done.
Well, there was just not the right response from Andre to hold off that attack, because I mean, okay, he tried to build some cannons, but those cannons got quickly taken out.
Yeah.
He made the mistake losing the zealot.
And the pylon, the Artosis pylon that he had on the left side.
Yeah,
That
the
is
pylon
what killed
that
him
took down
especially.
everything.
He couldn't have built any more cannons. He couldn't have done anything else than just producing one zealot at a time, which is not really enough if you have 20 lings in your base.
Yeah. So there we have it. That's the second matchup of the day completed. Christoph taking it with 2-0. The second game, a very convincing cheese play of him. He definitely wants to show that he can switch it up, I believe. Andre, though, I have to say, looking very strong in the first match, or the first game. Able to do a lot of damage. Just I felt he kind of lost that map a little bit on the micro. He had some good engagements with his Immortal Sentry all in, but just lost that War Prism. So that's going to be interesting to see how Andre fares in the other games that are coming up against players who are a bit more evenly matched, definitely.
He definitely has some skill. I mean, he's playing a bit. He has been playing more now than I have in the past. But seeing from this play style, of course there are mistakes, but he also has a nice ideas. Even though the mistakes unfortunately cost him the game, like in the first game, missing the zealots against the Zerglings that he had spotted, or leaving his opponent a bit too much visibility on the map. But
Yeah.
to see that he was able to put actual pressure on Christoph, that shows that he has definitely stepped up big from his previous from the match tournament last year.
Yeah. Okay. Will we leave it at this point? There's matches going on Saturday, I believe.
I'm not sure which match that is, but I will have to work on Saturday and Sunday during the day. So if I cast, it can only be in the evening, and the same for playing. I won't be able to play during the day, nor cast, nor watch anything.
Okay, let me just have a look what's actually scheduled. Um, there was supposed to be on OU against Joshua, so that's gonna be rescheduled. There was supposed to be on Paul against Derek, but that's being rescheduled as well.
I
We
am not
had Piotr
sure.
against Frederick and we had Andre against Christoph, so other than that, there's no confirmed matches that's going on right now. At least not any known time slot.
Alright, so well, I will see if I can put in the match versus Joshua on during the evening. I should be home Saturday, Sunday evening due to me working. So I'll have a chat with him, see how it goes, and see if there's any casters around. I guess it's difficult to get casters on a Saturday well, on a Saturday evening
Yeah, yeah,
for those
definitely.
people who don't work
Um,
during that time.
the non-overtime people. Or what?
Yeah. So half of
Alright,
the
I
staff
guess
basically.
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. We enjoyed having you here. Hope you enjoyed our cast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the patience during all the technical issues we faced multiple times tonight. But thanks to Blizzard's amazing new feature in this game, we were
Yeah,
able to continue the two games that actually dropped here.
yeah, that is once again amazing feature and just saved us a lot of hassle, even though considering we had a lot of technical difficulty, that made it for us just a little bit more easier. It could have been a lot worse if it was pre-patch and the same sort of technical difficulties happened. So definitely kudos to that.
Yep. And with this, we're gonna say goodnight, end the stream. Have fun and see you for the next match. We'll
Yep.
announce it on on the tournament page when it's going to happen eventually. Have a good
Yep.
night.